first and 10. Now this time Mahomes will throw. He'll buy some time right. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
Obviously, a big play was needed, and you can see his eyes light up as he realized there's absolutely no one in front of him. And he takes off and goes a long way. Not only does he pick up a first down, but a big gain to boot.
Williams. And he'll get nothing there. Stopped right at the line as that will wind us down to the end of this first quarter of play. Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. They'll give it to him up the middle. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. Spencer Ware taking it in from a yard out. And the Chiefs add on to their lead. Able to punch it in on third down makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a fourth down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating, will we have to make the call? They already had it lined up. Never even got to it.
Butker now to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And now the Bears coming out as they get ready. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. No gain on the play there. Second down.
No gain on that run, and while this team is down, they're not out of it by any stretch of the imagination. Maybe you just have to think about different style of running in order to get this guy going.
Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
What's the old adage, partner? Don't judge the book by its cover, because this guy, he takes the mantra that he'll go down with a brisk gust of wind and sets it on its head. Great effort there to break a tackle and come up with a nice gain.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10. They'll throw on first down with Trubisky. Miller on the catch over the middle. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A good pickup there, a 22. Now it's Trubisky. That is incomplete. And the great veteran Eric Berry back to knock that one away.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter. A lot of time to change things. This is Howard on second down. They'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
On third down, Trubisky. Going right side here, and that's complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Trubisky finding the former Eagle Burton for the Chicago first. They run. This is Cohen. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be second and 6.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front?
And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Trey Burton, a 20-yard touchdown. And the Bears have cut it to within a score. it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. Parkey with the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7. Here's Parkey now, set to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. And the Chiefs now getting set to go. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior. Big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But, you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
And now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up. Two minutes to go here in the first half. We're back to Soldier Field following this short break. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now third and long. Now this time he'll look to throw. It's complete right side to Benjamin. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. They get 7 there, but it brings up fourth. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Mahomes in the offense staying out there. They'll go for it on fourth. Here we go. Fourth down, Mahomes. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Leonard Floyd. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. Off the toss, Cohen, and he stopped immediately there. The linebacker, Anthony Hitchens, there on the stop. The Bears moving hastily in the hurry-up offense. Now Trubisky to throw on second.
Perfectly designed blitz.
And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller, and he'll bring it all the way back just a yard or two shy of midfield. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half, and you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest, we're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here, but he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap it back into gear? Maybe change up the play calling to help him out a little bit.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
And he's going to be wrapped up and driven down. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here, as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Colquitt on to kick as he sends it away. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you've got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on third down? Trubisky now to throw on third down.
So many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
So on fourth down, on is the punter, Pat O'Donnell, to kick it away. Tyreek Hill back deep for Kansas City. Fielded at the 20. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. And out come the Chiefs now. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. He was trying to get it to Tyreek Hill that time. And it's second down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up, 2nd and 10. Quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Ready for the start of the third quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. Here's the dangerous Tyreek Hill. Gets around him. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 99 yards. And